Good morning, players. We have breaking news. So at the 11th hour, the radical Supreme Court has issued their decision on Frumpy Dump's presidential immunity claims. Y'all grab your tea and have a seat. Let's talk about it. So the U.S. Supreme Court, in a 6-3 decision along ideological lines, ruled that a former president has absolute immunity for his core constitutional powers and is entitled to the presumption of immunity for his official acts, but lack immunity for unofficial acts. Now, at the same time, the court did send the case back to the trial judge to determine which of, if any, of Frumpy Dump's actions were a part of his official duties and thus were protected from prosecution. Chief Justice Roberts wrote the court's decision, joined by his fellow conservative colleagues. Dissenting were the three liberal justices, Elaine Kagan, Justice Sotomayor, and Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. Justice Sotomayor, in her dissent, did not hold back. She said, let the president violate the law. Let him exploit the trappings of his office for personal gain. Let him use his official power for evil end, because if he knew that he may one day face liability for breaking the law, he might not be as bold and fearless as we would like him to be. This is the majority's message today. Even if these nightmare scenarios never play out, and I pray they never do, the damage has been done. The relationship between the president and the people he serves has shifted. In every use of official power, the president is now a king above the law. In her own dissent, Justice Jackson said that the majority's decision breaks new and dangerous ground. Departing from the traditional model of individual accountability, the majority has concocted something entirely different, a presidential accountability model that creates immunity, an exception from criminal law, only to the most powerful official in our government. She also warned that under the majority's new presidential accountability mode, a hypothetical president who admits to having ordered the assassination of his political rivals or critics, or one who is indisputably instigates an unsuccessful coup, has a fair shot at getting immunity. That's the part that gets me, because during the oral arguments, Frumpy Dump's Crackerjack box attorney basically said that it could be an official act to order the taking out of a political opponent. I don't know how that could be considered an official act, but using the new presidential accountability mode, it could very well happen. So what does this mean? This literally means that there should be no excuses on why you can't vote now. I don't want to hear, I don't like either one of the candidates, because democracy is literally on the line. This man can do whatever he wants. We have seen what Donald Trump has done with the threat of criminal prosecution. What do you think he's going to do when he doesn't have that threat? I don't even want to live in a world where that is something I have to wake up every morning and think about. So he does not need to be reelected, in my opinion. You need to get out there and vote. Now, this also means that the case will go back to trial judge Chutkan, and she will have to determine what acts are official and not official in the election interference case, and also, I believe, the classified documents case. This basically guarantees that there will be no trial for Frumpy Dump before the election. And if he is reelected, he won't face any consequences, because he will fire Jack Smith and those cases will be gone. So now we're going to see if hoarding classified documents is considered an official act. We're going to see if calling the Secretary of State in Georgia and asking them to find 11,000 votes when you have clearly lost an election is an official act. We're also going to see if allegedly staging a coup is an official act. They're going to have to determine if that was actually an insurrection under the law, in order for that case to even go forward, the election interference case. All right, players, put your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. This is a terrible day for democracy. Frumpy Dump is as happy as a flea on a dog's ass. He's happy to be an American again. That's what he said. He's proud to be an American. Players, put your thoughts. Let me know. This is Double D Mo for the Black Accurate News.